Okay, for this one, they give us a table showing the prices of packages of 3 different kinds of golf balls. So we have Titleist, Top Flight, and Dunlap. So we can see they're each different prices. And it says Shane bought 3 packages of the same kind, paid with a $50 bill. He got $17.75 back in change. So which type of ball did he buy? So we want to model it using an equation where X is the price of the dollars, and then solve it to find the answer to the equation. So there are a couple things that we can do. We know that we're going to have a total amount of $50. Okay, so we have that as a total. So totals, if we're going to do a model drawing like this, tape diagram, that's our largest number. Our total is always going to be here at the end. So we know that Shane didn't spend all of his money. He got $17.75 back in change. Okay? And so this is going to be the change. This is going to be what Shane spent. And we know that when he spent it, he bought 3 boxes. Okay, so we know we have 3 boxes. This is what he actually spent. This is what the change was, and this is going to be the total. So we want X to be the price in dollars. So that's what we don't know, is which of these 3 prices is correct. So X is going to be the price, which is going to be this right here. So we're going to have a price for each one. So we have 3 X's, and we know the total is 50, and then we have $17.75. So we're going to actually, since these here are put together to make the 50, we're going to add. So 3x plus $17.75 equals 50. So 3x plus $17.75 equals 50. So that's going to be our equation. Now if we have the equation, we can go ahead and start to solve the equation. First of all, we're going to get rid of plus $17.75, and we do that by dividing it into the 2 parts of the equation, and we're going to subtract $17.75 from both sides. We want to get rid of this, so we subtract, and whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So now we go through, and plus 17 minus 17 cancels to 0. Anything plus 0 is itself. So this just becomes the 3x. This right here, when we subtract, we're going to get 32.25. Now we're simply going to divide by 3. So this means, once again, let's go back and take a look at this. This means 3 times x. We want to get the x by itself. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. So we divide by 3. 3 over 3 equals 1. That cross cancels to 1. That equals the x. And then when we do 32.25 divided by 3, it's going to go in 1 time, which is a 3, 0, and a 2. Our decimal point just goes up. So we can put that decimal point in there any time if we want to. 3 goes into 2 0 times. So that's 0, a 2, bring down the next 2. 3 times 7 is 21. That gives us a 1 and a 5, and 3 goes into 15 5 times. So 1075 is going to be what our answer is, 1075, and if we look back here, 1075 are the Top Flight. So he bought the medium brand. Now there are other ways that students can work this problem. One thing they can do is they could take each different box price, they can multiply it by 3 and see what it adds up to, and they know whatever it adds up to plus the $17.75 has to equal the $50. So they can always do it that way. Another way that they can do that, and they can do that for each of the ones and see which works. Another way they can do is if they do this, they know this is 50 and $17.75, then they know this has to be 32.25, and that has to be divided into 3. So they're going to be dividing into 3. So they have to do that, but then they still have to come up with the equation. That's important. The equation is the price of each box. So the 3x's plus 1775 equals the 50, and they could also start with, they had 50, he got the 1775 change, and that's going to be the 3 prices, the balls is what's going to be left.